TerraFirmaCraft with me, Cid, and welcome back to the hovel. Just cutting up a little bit of pork because obviously I've got Mr. and Mrs. Pig, and Mrs. Pig is preggy, Mr. and Mrs. Sheep, and Mrs. Sheep is pregnant. So I was wandering around hunting for materials and came across some more pigs and more sheep, and did what any self-respecting, responsible adult would do. Killed them. So I've got myself 12 cooked mutton, which is apparently very filling, and I've got some pork chops as well, which I've just been cooking up. What else? I've been checking my crops, and I've built another chest to stick a whole load more stuff. You get bone, and I've got rawhide from my animal slaughtering expedition even. And yeah, see if I can get one more cook out of that fire. So I managed to get enough to make the pick, a prospector's pick. I think I got the saw last time, and I've also made a copper axe. So we're sitting pretty at the moment, and I haven't used that copper axe, so I literally just got that made at the end of the before starting this episode, really. Now, what else have we done? What time is it? I'm just going to take a swim over here. This is my planned construction site for my slightly more salubrious hovel. Salubrious hovel, for the win. And you'll see over there there's already quite a few stacks of wood. I've been clearing trees. I've gone through so much rock, it has been ludicrous. But I've kind of scouted over that way. I found a chicken over that way, a single chicken. I haven't found a cockerel yet, so as soon as I can find those, I can get those little sods breeding, and I get a supply of feathers, which will then allow me to build a bow. So I've cleared all of this. This was all forested. I haven't got all this grass up yet, and there's a few trees left to do. These torches are where I found mineral bearing rock, and as you can see, there is a hell of a lot of wood here. So I think I'm sitting pretty on wood for a while. Although I'm not going to get cocky, because the one thing this game has taught me so far is it is bloody hard. So today what I want to do is, in the first things, I want to start treating those hides to make some leather, so I can get some clothes. So you don't have to put up with me wandering around in my Y-fronts anymore, because I wouldn't wish that on anybody, really. Now, these crops are taking an age to grow, which is expected, because this does do realistic, and in the same way that those female animals are pregnant, they're going to be 3 game months before we even see a baby, and the baby is going to take a while. Oh, that's not going to cook, is it? Oh god. Right, so we'll have those out, we'll stash those away. Night's coming to a close, so I've got my mutton. Well, night's coming on quickly. So the first thing I think I'm going to need is, and I think that's the design, is a bucket. A wooden bucket and a barrel. And you can only make these out of planks, and I need to sleep before badness comes and attacks. Come on. Yeah. Lovely. I also made a stone hammer, because we're going to need that. So this is getting a bit cramped around this area. That's the only thing. I would really like to get started on the house, but I do need to think. So we'll plonk my barrel down. I think there is no water in there at the moment, and I think we start off by we need to top this up with water. Doesn't have to be full, but I'm going to fill it anyway because I can. And we need to soak the hides. And then we have to use, I think it's lime water or some such thing to treat them. And then we have to scrape them with a knife. And then soak them in tannin, which we make by putting a log in there. And yeah, it's confusing. It's a bit confuzzling, this entire process. But let's get my hides, and I think you start off by things, and you can put more than one in if you don't shift click them, and then you seal. Is that right? I have no idea. I don't know whether that's doing anything or not. Is that doing anything? I'm not sure. I'm going to stick that in. So you can't put the seal on it, so that doesn't seem to be doing anything. I'm getting thirsty. Have a drink. Top up my jug, and I'm getting hungry, so eat some sheep. Yeah. You better be frightened. Right. I'm going to just pop off and double check my leather process, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I now know what I was doing wrong. I need to make lime water, and to do that I believe I need to make some of this flux stuff. Now we'll make a chunk of that. There we go. And we'll stick that back on. There's my tool. Be right back. Just hear interruptions coming. Okay, false alarm. Anyway, lime water. Bucket of water, bit of flux, bucket of lime water. Pop that in. Rinse and repeat. I'm not going to fill this completely up, I don't think, because the wiki suggests that you don't need to. So I'll just do 3 buckets worth of lime water. In fact, I'm going to do 4 buckets, just on the basis that I'm putting 4 hides in, so maybe 4 hides uses 4 lime water. Who knows? That's just a complete guess. So we whack that in, whack in our hides, and seal, and that won't let me in there now until that's done. Okay, what's next? I think maybe starting some, well, we'll just check this, what we got. Where are we? Change my mode, hydration, ripeness. No, nothing is ripe. So yeah, you can change the mode of the hoe so it shows you things like, I know that's your hydration levels. That is how ripe it is. This is the nutrient levels, I believe. No, that one's the nutrient levels, which is not showing me a whole lot. I'm not sure how I read that, but yeah. Stick my hoe away. Bonk. And let's grab my pick. Prospectors pick. I don't think that'll be ready yet, no, because if anything, like anything in this game, it probably takes forever. Oh, pardon me. Oh dear. Now I've got a frog in my throat. Right, over to here. And Mining is apparently quite fun in this, in that, oh man, my eyes are watering from that cough. In that you can't just dig down and expect to find 4 blocks of iron ore here and, you know, a bit of coal there. The generation of these ores is more realistic, in quotes. Now the prospectors pick allows you to say, or show me what is in the area, and I believe it's a 13 deep by 25 by 25, so there was nothing of it, even though I found copper there was nothing of interest. Nothing of interest there. Nothing of interest there. It's pretty uninteresting. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to start a shaft going down, and that should be giving me limestone again. And apparently if you dig top brick to bottom brick, you shouldn't trigger a cave-in. So I'm going to run down a little bit down here, and again, having watched a few videos and read a few pages on this, the trick is apparently to get to a junction between rock types. So this is limestone and so on and so forth as we go down. So we'll continue doing that. I'm at Y142 at the moment. I do need to be deeper than that, I do know that, to get the really good and big clusters of ores, so I'll be back once I've reached depth. Okay, so oops, hit the right button. My prospectors pick is telling me that this way there's some native copper or tetrahedrite, so I'm going to dig out 13 this way. 1, 2, 3. 4. It's going to take a while. 5. Ooh. Another counting lesson. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. Yay. It's probably a bit further down, to be honest. 12. 13. So prospects pick, large sample, nothing, very large sample, very large sample. So somewhere in this general vicinity there should be some copper. Could be to 7 down or up from me, but apparently the veins do spawn in large quantities, so we'll continue on this way and hopefully manage to triangulate our way to this copper. So I'll be back once I've either failed to find it or I found it. Okay guys, we have pay dirt, tetrahedrite, and by the looks of it, quite a bit of it. Now, I've used a lot of my pitch durability here, So, and it appears to be above me. Don't know how far down it goes. Oh, it does go down further, which is a plus. Not sure what that stone is there. Chalk rock. Oh well, I can draw pictures on the pavement now then. And that's a heavy, small tetrahedrite. But that's above me. I'm not happy about digging above. Yeah. Am I going to regret? I really ought to go and make some supports, I think. Yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to head back up. I went down and I've come back up and continued mining, and also found this flawless garnet, but those 7, I'm not sure how much they'll make. But I'm going to need a pick soon. Not sure. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. So yeah, the mining thing's going to be interesting, to say the least. But with all this rock, I have got plenty of stone to build the walls of my farm cottage and various other bits. So I do need to make some more tools. I need a chisel. Metal chisel will be useful. So we're going to check the leather, and I'll make some pit props, I think. I keep on forgetting, you know, that I can walk through the leaves. I know I definitely need a drink as well, getting thirsty. I'm not really hungry yet, so I'll not worry about hunger at this point. See if my I've been down there for at least one night, I think. You never know, I might have babies. Probably not. Nope, it's yeah, still pregnant. Well, obviously still pregnant, you're not going to get less pregnant. Oops. Right, let's ditch some of... Why is that? Oh, my mouse button is getting... Oh, it's getting a little bit glitchy at the moment, annoyingly. Alright, we've got soaked hides, so we can definitely do those. Oops. And I believe... Come on, mouse button. We do this to make a scraped hide, and we need to empty that, and then we soak those in water. This is to make leather armor. I mean, you don't want to see what's involved with making metal armor. And again, I'll play it safe and go with 4 buckets, especially since it's just water. So they go in, we seal and leave those to soak. Right, now what did I want? Crafting table is what I wanted. Now I can't remember whether it was planks or logs. What was it? Let's borrow a couple of logs. No. I think I'm going to have to go and check this one up as well. I've completely forgotten how to make props now. Be right back. Would you believe it's actually very simple. it is. I'm going to need more logs. Let's get this right. That, and where have you gone, saw? That will make support beams, and that will make support pillars. So I'm going to make a bunch of those, and they stack in 8, so great. I'll make another set of those, another set of those, and I'll stick up, and I will stick that log back. That should do me for... No, what am I doing? Apart from being an idiot. It's not night time, so I can't sleep. That isn't ready. Incidentally, I don't know whether I showed you this on the that little stone. Don't like to leave it. That cave is a cave of badness. There's so many mobs in there, and it's not a deep cave. It's not the cave that we're familiar with in vanilla. It is just a sheltered overhang, and really I look in there and there's creepers and bloody skeletons with javelins, and just to make it worse, they are using the wither skeleton model, so yeah, it's not a good place. Yeah, that's definitely going to take longer. Right, well, I'm going to continue mining down there, and I'm also going to just go and check the length of this episode because I don't want us to overrun too much. So be back in a little while. Alright guys, well, I didn't do brilliantly. I managed to get a total of 15 tetrahedrite down there. So the hides, however, are ready. Now this is, I think so I'm going to stick a bit more water in there because I think that's using some up. And then I'm going to stick a log in there to make some, I think it's tannin, you know, in the absence of, you know, fine white dog poop. Have I got any, what have I got? A willow log. I think willow is supposed to be the one they traditionally used actually, so stick that in and seal. Now we can't do anything with that now. That's prepared hide, but it's not leather yet, it's just hide still. Now, where are we? I need to smelt this up at some point. Still waiting on these to give birth. That's probably going to take a while. And I think next episode I'm going to start looking at laying some foundations out over there. Ready to move out of my hovel and into something a bit more cottage-like. And between times I think I'm going to do a little bit more mining and try and figure out the intricacies of using this thing, because this is not easy, guys. This is horrendous. You know, the mining I'd done down there, had that been vanilla Minecraft, I'd have probably had, you know, half a stack of iron and, you know, some coal and stuff, and I've got a bit of unshaped copper there as well, which is handy. Have I got an empty? Yes, I have. That one should be empty. Lovely. So we can get that cooking up. God, this mouse button is really getting a bit on the sensitive side. I don't know why. I hope it's not going because it was a bloody expensive mouse. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to call it a day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.